Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I've heard only good things about this player, João Neves, Peter. He's very good under pressure, plays with an awful lot of courage, always wants to get on the ball, and positionally, very, very sound. He's a real asset for any team at number 6 or an 8.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Vitinha. João Neves. Araujo. João Neves. João Cancelo is onto it in a flash. Strong running down that left flank. Vinicius Junior. Neymar. And here's Rafinha. Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva. And here's Neto. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Casemiro. Neymar. Bruno Guimaraes. Matheus Cunha. Neymar. Danilo. Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Casemiro. Thinks about Matheus Cunha! That's really well manoeuvred. João Neves. Araujo. Vitinha, aim forwards. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He has found the way through. And he goes cross-field. Danilo. Marquinhos. Marquinhos shifted upfield. Rafinha, gently done. Vitinha defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined. Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Vitinha. Spread out to the left. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Casemiro. Danilo. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vinicius Junior. Out to the left it goes. Matheus Cunha. Big chance! That's a half-decent try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Up he goes! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's played forward. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo. Clipped into space. Nuno Mendes climbs up big! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Cristiano Ronaldo is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Neymar gently done. Danilo with the cross. Araujo is there and he can get that clear. Danilo gets a cross in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Finish goes to finish! Gabriel.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes with the delivery. Defending of the desperate variety. Clearly not happy with that. Brazil have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Casemiro. Bruno Guimaraes moved on forwards. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neymar. Danilo. Lovely bit of skill. Here comes the cross. Araujo tries to clear. And that's been won straight back. Brazil out in front with an early advantage. Danilo, backward it goes. In once more.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit.
Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Matheus Cunha. Over to the left. Cross in, looks a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
There's some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Araujo forwards and with intent. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Gabriel. Vinicius Junior. Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Danilo. Oh, it's played into the area. Tries to get it clear. Neymar. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Araujo, aim forwards. And here's Bernardo Silva. And here's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Neymar. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Vinicius Junior. Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Nuno Mendes. Looks to the other side, and it's Cancelo. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Matheus Cunha, and here's Rafinha. He's found a way through. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Defending of the desperate variety. Casemiro. Marquinhos gently done. Neymar, and it's played forward. Danilo. Referee's given a throw. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bruno Fernandes, played out to the left flank. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Gabriel shifted upfield. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Proves too strong. Danilo. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Rafinha. Danilo. Now here's the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Rafinha. He is just caressing the ball. Brilliantly cut out. Pedro Neto gets good distance on it. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's a nice ball. Mendes looking to run onto it. And he's there to get rid. Back into the middle. Pedro Neto. Lovely feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played towards the other side, and it's Danilo. Neymar. Bruno Guimaraes. Aim forwards. Oh, it's come loose. Nuno Mendes. Moved on forwards. Now it's Pedro Neto. Ambitious ball here. No, he's just misjudged that one. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. Out to the right. Played back in. Bernardo Silva played out towards the right wing. And it's hoisted clear. Rafinha is there and he can get that clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Gabriel, gently done. Lobbed in behind. Araujo clears it away. Brazil have reclaimed it. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. Vitinha. Gonçalo Inácio. Oh, can he get onto this? That's a throw. João Cancelo. Bernardo Silva looking to get on the end of this. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Oh, this was all about good movement in the box, just to allow him to get to it.
Marquinhos played over towards the opposite flank. Bruno Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior. And he cuts out the supply. Araujo. And it's played forward. Gonçalo Inácio. João Neves. Vitinha. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. That has been knocked clear. Pedro Neto. Rafinha, who does have an assist to his name. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel. Casemiro. Spread out to the left. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo hurtling down that right flank. Up he goes! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field. Vinicius Junior has found the net here, of course. Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Matches Cunha! Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, shooting chance! And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Rafinha. He can get that clear. Searching pass he's played there. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's Mendes. And here's Neto. Muscular approach does pay off here. Marquinhos. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. He's shifting through the gears here. And he decides to cross it. Corner then. Rafinha plays it short. Oh, sweet feet. Firmly met. Casemiro crossed in once more. And he's there to get it away. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And they've got rid. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Araujo. That's really well manoeuvred. Casemiro aim forwards. Diogo Costa sends that a long way. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Neto. And here's Neto. Neymar. Gabriel. Brazil, half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And it's Danilo. Danilo. Matches Cunha. He is through here. Neymar. And here's Neymar. Defending was strong and firm. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's hoisted clear. Chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rafinha goes short. Time to deliver. Bruno Guimaraes. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Araujo. Played towards the other side. And it's Mendes. That looks a good ball through. Cristiano Ronaldo. That's good defending, very good defending. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Bruno Guimaraes played over towards the opposite flank. João Neves. Bernardo Silva. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Danilo. Gabriel shifted upfield. Neymar. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto has it in a wide position. Nuno Mendes. And it's Vitinha. João Neves. Out towards the flank. Very nicely done. That has been cut short. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Gabriel. Casemiro. Moved on forwards. Danilo. He's got away. And it's played in.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Bernardo Silva, that's a delicate pass. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Mendes. There are a few waiting for it. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Pedro Neto. Mendes played back in. Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. João Neves. João Cancelo looks to the other side. Nuno Mendes driving forward. Nuno Mendes with the cross. And he's there to clear it. Danilo, and he goes cross-field. Bruno Guimaraes, gently done. Neymar played out to the left flank. Here's the header! Couldn't quite control it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area, and plenty of movement too.
Gonçalo Inácio. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo making good progress on the right-hand side. the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Brazil have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Brazil really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes.
Ronaldo is fouled.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Danilo. Rafinha. And it's played forward. And he's managed to get free. Cross goes in there. And that's been well dealt with. João Neves. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Bruno Fernandes. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Portugal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vinicius Junior.
Over to the left. Neymar
Chips it through. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's a loose ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. So who's he picking out? And here's Bruno Fernandes. And the shot! He's scored! Portugal are level.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Neymar. It's Neymar! Goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
How's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Brazil take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva. Rafinha. Gabriel. Casemiro shifted upfield. Bruno Guimaraes. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bernardo Silva. Now he's got space here. Hit into the middle, climbs up big! Neymar. Casemiro. Danilo. Marquinhos. Bruno Guimaraes. Marquinhos aim forwards. Pass just lacking in accuracy. He's found a way through. Bruno Guimaraes. Gonçalo Inácio. Araujo. That'll be a throw. Vinicius Junior. And here's Neymar. Rafinha. Just a whisker away. Gonçalo Inácio, gently done. Vitinha, forwards and with intent. Bernardo Silva, oh, good spread. And it's Bernardo Silva. Pedro Neto. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Rafinha. Neymar. Vinicius Junior. And a chance! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Pedro Neto. Moved on forwards. And it's Mendes. That's a nicely weighted pass. Bruno Fernandes. Gabriel. Quality ball. Well read. Nice interception. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Can he deliver? Inácio is there and he can get that clear. Neymar tries a measured ball. Shot a goal! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Brazil go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Vitinha aim forwards, and it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Bruno Fernandes. João Neves looks to the other side. That has found him in acres of space. It's a mighty effort! It's in! Just 1 in it now! The game takes on a whole new complexion! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
That's tidy. Vinicius Junior. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Looking for a decent ball in. And that's aimed into the middle. Shoots! It's in! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Mendes, gently done. And they've been given a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Bernardo Silva. Great work on the overlap. Oh, smashing header! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Climbs up big! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Brazil, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And he thumps it clear. Bernardo Silva, and he's gone backward here. And here's Neves. Bernardo Silva. Showing good feet. Bernardo Silva delivers. And that was very necessary. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel, early ball out from the back. Nice physical challenge. Cristiano Ronaldo. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. Vinicius Junior! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior is offering a right smile there.
Bruno Guimaraes. And it's played forward. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Marquinhos. Gabriel shifted upfield. Matheus Cunha. That's a good run down the left. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's neat. Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Casemiro tries to clear. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. And here's Neto. Succumbs to the pressure. And they can counter here. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. Pedro Neto. Out to the left it goes. Ball is over the line. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. Marquinhos attempts a clearance. Pedro Neto knocks it out wide. Up he goes! Goal! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And now he has two. We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Look at the way that back line is coming under serious pressure. High pressing that's being applied with real pace too.
Yeah, they look like they really want it.
Yeah, it's pretty sapping, especially at this stage, Peter, but they need to be quick with the press here.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Araujo, played over towards the opposite flank. Nuno Mendes, he's got away.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's onto it in a flash. Calmly anticipates. Now that's well seen too. Neymar. Matheus Cunha. Spread out to the left. Good play on the left-hand side here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Tries to get it clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. And that has been cleared. And reclaimed it in a trice. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Casemiro. Over to the left. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. For a shot! Inacio getting this one clear. And it's Guimaraes. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bernardo Silva. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Goes down, but nothing given. Casemiro. Marquinhos gently done. Casemiro. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel moved on forwards. João Neves. João Cancelo chooses to go cross-field. Vitinha.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Casemiro. Rafinha. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Pedro Neto. And here's Bruno Fernandes. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Tries a shot! No, he's missed it.
I'm not sure what happened there, Peter. Did he get caught admiring his own first touch, maybe?
Well, no, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And it's Neymar. Neymar, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Back into the middle. He's cut it out.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Played towards the other side. João Cancelo. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Marquinhos. Rafinha. Neymar. Bruno Guimaraes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Neymar. And it's Neymar. Played out wide. Bernardo Silva getting this one clear. That is lovely. And out it comes again.
Brazil clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Matheus Cunha.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Decent progress down the left. Pedro Neto.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bernardo Silva. João Neves. The referee's awarded a free kick. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Oh, super goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Portugal are level. Oh, that is a bit special. Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Played into the middle. That has been knocked clear.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Araujo is there, and he can get that clear. Diogo Costa, long ball by the goalkeeper. Cristiano Ronaldo. Matheus Cunha.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Gabriel. That's really well manoeuvred. Played into space out wide. Can he get onto this?
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bernardo Silva. And here's Bruno Fernandes. That's really well cleared.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That is a brilliant interception.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Gonzalo Inacio. And it's Mendes. Crossed into the box, a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Gabriel shifted upfield.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Mendes getting this one clear. Neymar played back in. Casemiro.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto tries to dink it through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And it's played forward. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, the clearance is short.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vinicius Junior looking to run onto it. And that has been cleared.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
This is it then, now or never. And it's Cancelo. Nuno Mendes. He is through here. Now that's a fine challenge. 4 added minutes on the board. Rafinha carries the ball down the right. He has found a way through. Aimed in towards the centre. That's going to go a long way. Rafinha. Cleared without complication. Played out to the right. Bernardo Silva. Can he latch on to this? That has been knocked clear. Out again for a throw-in. And it's Cancelo. Picks it up out wide. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's come loose. Neymar. Matheus Cunha. Now, what about a counter-attack? Inacio wins the duel this time. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, played right into his path. He's got away. And it's Cancelo. In by Cancelo. Decent chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Rafinha. Matheus Cunha do have a chance to counter here. Danilo. Nice physical challenge. Pedro Neto. Neymar. It's a good run down the right. Hoisted in. Oh, what a climb! Magnificent from Matheus Cunha! And that has raised the roof! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort.
So that's it. It is all over. Brazil have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.